All right. Day 2, post-mortem, dead bestmow Titan 100. I'm having a hard time accepting that what's going on with this. So I kept looking at it again. I think there's more going on. And I think the more you learn about the bigger problem, or the worse the story looks to me, immediately, there is a second penetration. It's right here. If you ever adjusted your cutting deck, you've seen a chain or a cable. And it basically lets it bypass the protected, quote, air quotes, protected body and go adjust your cutting deck. This looks like a cost savings design. Other units out there have motorized, whatever. Actually, I'd be okay not paying for that. Like, I thought the chain or the cable was a good solution for like saving money. Not everybody needs that feature or wants to pay for it. I'm one of those people. So I was able to accept that this is kind of clunky. It's weird. It's a weird solution, but you know, whatever. It works, right? There's a huge missed opportunity, in my opinion. You're putting all of your faith in the world on this sealing of this gasket, and honestly, it looks like maybe there was something there at one point, or maybe there should be some type of actual gasket. I don't know. But either way, designers should have just fucking put a bead of silicone or the same concept or anything. Like, this is your first line of defense. Don't even let it get to there. You don't need to rely on this questionable design here. So on the other side, let's see if we can get it off. There is just a very kind of a sloppy coating of RTV. It looks like either was not installed correctly, or maybe it's hard to say because it could have been torn a little bit whenever I removed it. But either way, I don't know if that's a good design or not, but I do know that they had an opportunity to have a more robust second layer of defense and decided not to take that route. So that's a loss. Coming on the gasket, like all the ones I'm familiar with, the gaskets I've worked with usually are raised up a little bit more. So it's very possible at assembly time, this wasn't tightened down, or maybe this is out of spec. Maybe the assembler or manufacturer, or whoever put it together, tried to save some money and used like something that like compressed over time or contracted. So I don't know. This is not like anything I've ever seen. I don't know. Maybe this is industry standard. I don't know. But I do know that it doesn't fucking work because gaskets don't get dirt in them like that. And then another observation, say this is a perfectly sealed unit. I don't think it is, but if it were, there's a problem with that because there's no exhaust vent. This is in theory, it's a closed unit. You're running it in summertime. It's July. It's 98 degrees out. It's like almost 100 degrees humidity, or 100% humidity. All the air in this box is heating up and it's expanding. It's pushing out of the box. It's just thermodynamics. This is well understood stuff. At nighttime when it cools off, air comes back in. That's really humid air. It's literally condensation or dew that you see on the grass. That's the same effect. So imagine night after night, all summer long, air's moving in and out of this thing. It's breathing essentially. And then secondly, another big fail. It would have cost bestmow like 50 cents, maybe 25 cents to put a silica packet on both sides of this. Okay, it would have extended the life of this thing, I think, years. Why they decided to put all their faith in this shitty, low effort silicone, whatever, like that's a failure. And then lastly, like a lot of printed circuit boards that are designed for tough environments, which I think this classifies, have a really thick coat of lacquer. And it looks like they tried to do something like that here, but it didn't work. And I also I wanted to add out that I don't think this is 2 days worth of corrosion from when it got wet. I think this box, this hot box, has been sweating inside of here, corroding, and actually some of the other board, it looks like it's trying to delaminate a little bit. So I don't know. Actually, no. Those are just really thick traces. So I don't know. I think this could have been better. There's an opportunity to improve the lifespan of the product with just a thick, like, functional coat of sealer. That's not unusual. I have other products like that that are designed to live outside for years, and this isn't that product, despite it being pretty expensive. Very little concern appears to be shown to make this survivable, and it really, to me, I think this had to have been designed in the product testing or QA was done in a laboratory or a warehouse where everything was perfect, and then you take it outside and everybody's like, oh, it's great, ship it, and now they got a big problem on their hands because I think all these are going to fail. I would be surprised if a year from now anybody that has one is going to have a functional mower. That's my prediction. Somebody prove me wrong, I guess. Like, you want this to work. I have to imagine other manufacturers are taking a little bit more care. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but this looks like, I don't know, 3 or 4 missed opportunities. So what I would do if I owned one, it was under warranty, I would get my money back, firstly. If not, and you want this to last longer, take it apart. I would take it apart. Put a real bead of like RTV silicone, gasket maker, whatever. Also, yeah, there's a problem right there. It's like sloppy. Somebody spilled in the assembly process. Somebody just left a glob of shit there. That actually, something like that causing the body to be, I don't know, not flush, that could actually be part of the problem. Who knows? But yeah, I'm sidetracked. Take it apart. You have to cut this cable. You need to go buy some clamps or crimping tools. You can do it. Beat it up with good silicone all around here. Throw your silica packets in. And then on the other side, on the top, find a motor settings that you like middle of it, and then silicone that dude up. And I think that would actually make this work for a long time. But you can see that none of those things I suggested were done. So, big failure. bestmow, I'm waiting to hear back from you. Want an explanation. I did reach out to their support on the AI support bot, which the response is like, we don't cover water damage, which is hilarious. So the bot gave me an option to talk to a human, which is something I appreciate, and we'll see what a human thinks. If there's a human, if there's a bestmow, if there's a soul and identity in bestmow, I would love to talk to you about it. Oh, this is actually kind of interesting too. Like, that actually, that's fine. That's not going to, that's not a problem. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, that's my second day. I need to look at this again, and that's where we're at. So take care, guys. If you have any questions on this, let me know.